Once upon a time, in the beautiful land of Israel, there lived a young shepherd boy named David. He was the youngest son of Jesse and spent his days watching over his father's sheep. David was brave and strong, but most importantly, he had a heart full of faith in God. In the land of Israel, there was a fearsome giant named Goliath. Goliath was a mighty warrior from the land of the Philistines, and he stood over 9 feet tall. He wore armor as strong as iron and carried a huge spear that seemed to touch the sky. Goliath would come to the valley every day and challenge the Israelites to send out a champion to fight him. But none of the Israelite soldiers dared to face the giant because they were afraid of his strength. One day, young David heard about Goliath's challenge. He saw how the giant mocked the people of Israel and defied their God. David's heart burned with righteous anger, and he knew that he had to do something. Filled with faith in God, David went to King Saul and said, "Your Majesty, do not be afraid. I will go and fight this giant Goliath." King Saul was surprised to see such courage in a young shepherd boy, but he agreed to let David try. He gave David his own armor and sword, but they were too heavy for the young boy. "I cannot wear these," David said, "but I have something better." David went to a nearby stream and picked up 5 smooth stones. With his sling in hand, he walked confidently to face the giant Goliath. When Goliath saw David, he laughed loudly. "Am I a dog that you come to me with sticks?" he sneered. But David replied boldly, "You come to me with a sword and a spear, but I come to you in the name of the Lord Almighty, the God of the armies of Israel, whom you have defied." With that, David took one of his stones, placed it in his sling, and with a prayer on his lips, he let it fly. The stone struck Goliath right in the forehead, and the giant fell to the ground with a mighty crash. The Israelites watched in amazement as David defeated the giant with just a sling and a stone. They realized that it was not David's strength, but God's power working through him that brought victory. From that day on, David became a hero in Israel, and his story was told for generations to come.